Well, it really depends on what they're out to achieve. What are their objectives to achieve? Or what sets of problems do they have that they want to solve? If the answer is that through the current climate they've suffered some erosion of trust in their client base, perhaps they've had to reduce their size of organisation, then CSR is a very good way to build this trust perception, or if you like, this brand attribute of trust. And to be able to see that increase and measure that increase, then quantify its effect on sales, market share, or perhaps even share price, is an incredibly valuable thing to do, because it really sets the parameters and quantifies what you've achieved. You really need to firstly start with that objective, but secondly realise that value is in the eye of the beholder, if you like. What are the stakeholders considered to be value? Because that's the critical thing in setting out with any kind of CSR activity. And there are statistical techniques to connect those things together to sales or some financial outcome with a known certainty. So you're able to say with 90% confidence, yes, this is what boosted our sales by the factors we see. So there is a commercial imperative which underscores this, but the assumption is corporates can do good and can be a part of the community at the same time. I think the challenge is perhaps getting the message out there that these techniques are now mature enough and can be made bespoke to answer specific client needs. So that's kind of been the challenge, if you like. I think it is early days in Australia. But the important thing to do is to remember that where there's a will to achieve something and a genuine desire to do so, the ability to innovate and to use other techniques to solve these problems is quite important. And we've drawn on a lot of international best practice, brought that to Australia, tweaked those frameworks for the local conditions to make sure that they're relevant and valuable. It's important to understand that it's a subtle nuance in someone's mind. It's a cognitive process of understanding your organisation and how it relates to me and my needs. And those things occur before I'm going to purchase, not afterwards. So they do affect purchase and behaviour, and therefore the economic outcome to the organisation.
What are the benefits?
The commercial imperative these days is that it's difficult to make money in the climate, but equally the societal imperative is that an organisation is part of society and therefore has to act as a community member and give back. So I see it as a bit of a system, as kind of this a closed loop system, if you like, and building that enables good to be done, enables that to be measured, and enables an organisation to be satisfied that it's achieved its objectives on all of those fronts you mentioned, from financial right through to social.